All right. So let's clarify this. Do you know how to make money? And if your answer is yes, then I'll ask you, okay, how do you make money? And if your answer to that question is that you get a job, then I will tell you that you don't actually know how to make money. Oh, right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Let's do it right. Tried recording this 2 times before earlier, but was interrupted with a whole bunch of stuff. So I was out here doing a little DoorDash just to make a little extra change for some stuff for a project that I'm working on that I will share with you guys soon. But the thought came to me, do we know how to make money? Right? And I had to ask myself, like, do I know how to make money? And I want to ask you that same question. Before I share my answer, I want to ask you the same question. Do you know how to make money? And if you think that you know, I want you to put it in the comments below. Tell me yes or no, and then if your answer is yes, how do you make money? Right? And if your answer is no, okay. Now, let me share with you my answer. When I asked myself, do I know how to make money? My answer was no. And here's why. Because my definition of making money is that, and I want to clarify, because knowing what to do does not mean you know how to do it. You got me? Knowing what to do doesn't mean you know how to do it. So, I know what to do to make money, but I do not yet possess the knowledge of how to do those things in order to make money. So my answer to the question of do I know how to make money was no. The reason why my answer was no was because of this. My definition for making money is taking the skill set, a skill set or a group of skill sets that you possess or that are possessed by others in order to generate a profit. That is my definition of making money. Now, I want to share with you guys this parable from the Bible before I get into my explanation. Jesus was talking to his disciples, and he told them about the parable of the talents. Now, those of you that grew up in church, and I hope you're still in church, those of you that grew up in church and have used to attend Sunday school, you know about the parable of the talents. Now, I had to actually teach this in Sunday school two Sundays ago, which was crazy. I didn't plan it. They were short staffed. The person that was supposed to be there, I guess, had to take care of something, weren't able to come in, whatever the case was. I ended up teaching Sunday school to some of the younger kids, and this was the topic. So now, the parable of the talents, so I don't start rambling on. The master was going away. He left 3 of his servants with talents, right? Money. The first one he left with 5. The second one, I believe, he left with 2 or 3. And the last one, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, the first servant received 5 talents. The second servant received 2 talents. And the third servant received 1 talent. The master left them with those talents and went away. Came back, and before he came back, the one with the 5 talents put his money to work, went and doubled up the talents that he had, so went from 5 to 10. The second servant went and doubled up his talents and went from 2 to 4. The third servant, however, was a little different, because he took his talent and buried it and kept it safe until the master returned. The master comes back. He sees what the first servant did with the talents. He says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." The second servant saw what he did and said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." The third servant that buried his talent, the master says, "You wicked and lazy servant. At least you could have put it in the bank where it could have incurred interest." The servant said to the master, he said, "Master, I know that you are a hard master and that you love to reap where you have sown. So I took the talent, or where you did not sow, and so I took the talent that you gave me and buried it and kept it safe. Here's the one talent that you gave me." And that's when he tells him, "You wicked and lazy servant," and so on and so on and so on. And so what the master does is he takes the talent from the one that had 1, that didn't do anything with it, and gave it to the one that now had 10. And what Jesus says in closing the parable is that to him that has, more shall be given, and to him that does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him. Now, we hear that parable and we're like, man, that sounds so unfair. Why did he take the one that had the least and gave it to the one that had the most? What's the deal with that? That seems so wicked. Like, why would you do something like that? And instead of giving it to the one that had the most, why not give it to the second one to help build him up, or take from the one that had the most and help the one that had the least? Why did he do that? And if that's what you were thinking about it, you're looking at it the wrong way. It was a parable of responsibility with the talents and stewardship. The one that started out with 5 doubled his. The one that started out with 4 doubled his. What it said to the master was, "I gave you a lot, and you were able to manage the a lot that I gave you and double it." So he took from the one that was irresponsible with his, which is the one that had 1, and gave it to the one that was the most responsible and able to handle the most load. That's why he didn't give it to the one that started with 2 and ended up with 4, but gave it to the one that started with 5 and ended up with 10. Now, one thing that the Lord spoke to me about with this years ago and with the talents is that if your answer to the question that I asked in the beginning, as far as how to make money, was to get a job, then I'm going to tell you that you don't know how to make money. And you're probably saying, "What do you mean I don't know how to make money? I have a job, I make $100,000 a year. I have a job, I make $200,000 a year. I have a job, I make $80,000. Whatever the case is, however much money you make, it don't matter how much money you make on your job. I'm telling you, you don't know how to make money. The one that hired you knows how to make money." Here's where it's going to tie in. The parable of the talents. And remember my definition. My definition of how to make money is being able, the skill set of acquiring, or being able to use a skill set or a group of skill sets, whether that you possess or that you have taken possession of, in order to generate a profit. The ones that know how to make money are the ones that are in charge of the company that hired you, because they are using your skill set that you are not using and are turning a profit on it, right? Now, you're probably going to say, "Brian, listen, I am using my skill set on the job to make money. So what do you mean you're telling me that I don't know how to make money?" No, you're not. So let me explain it to you this way. Let me give you a real life example, a personal example. I am in the industry of sales, right? I've been a salesman since I started my working career. My very first job was in door-to-door. So I possess the skill set of a salesman. I can sell. Doesn't matter what the product or the service is, I can sell it. Now, I have taken that skill set and used it on jobs. But remember, I said I am unaware. I'm not yet at the place where I have the understanding of how to take this skill set fully and produce a profit with it for myself. So what ended up happening was I have to take my skill set to someone else that understands how to utilize the skill set and produce a profit for them. Here's what happened to me. I was working in a high ticket sales job industry, car sales. The most that I've ever earned in 1 month selling cars was, before taxes, was about $15,000. About $16,000 before taxes. What I took home after, I hope you guys can see me and the glare is not too much, but what I took home after, in that month, after taxes, was about, I think, 12 to 14,000, somewhere around there, right? Now, you're probably saying, man, that's good money to make in 1 month. That's impressive. I was impressed too. I was impressed. It was the most money I'd ever earned in 1 month. But here's where I started to think a little bit. There was one particular day, and I believe it was in that month, that I sold a vehicle. And in that one day, from that one deal, you got me? That one day and one deal, I produced, utilizing the skill set of sales that I have, I produced in pure profit, I want you to understand me, pure profit for that company, $40,000 in one deal, one day, right? Let's call it one afternoon, because the deal didn't take me all day. I think the deal took me less than 2 hours. Produced $40,000 in pure profit for the company. Now, you're probably scratching your head and saying, wait a minute. You just told me the most that you earned in 1 month before taxes was about 16,000. You took home about 12 to 14,000 after taxes, and you're telling me that you made $40,000 for the company in one afternoon, in about 2 hours? That's right. Now, if you're thinking like me, I felt like I was getting robbed, like something's wrong here. So I started thinking about it, and I'm like, how much more thousands? And remember, that was just one deal. So imagine the other about 16, 17 other deals that I did that month. How much money in profit I produced for the company in that month, and how much I took home. So when that happened, the question that I asked myself was that, man, I don't really know how to make money, because these guys are utilizing my skill set, and the same skill set produced over probably that month over $150,000 to $200,000 worth of profit for the company in that month, but only left me with a small amount of it. That something was wrong. And that's when I thought about it and came up with that definition of earning money is the ability to take a skill set. Sorry, there's an ambulance driving, trying to figure out where it was. Earning money is the ability to take a skill set or a group of skill sets and utilize them to produce a profit. So you ask yourself now, how much money are you bringing into your company? How much profit are you producing for your company? Because they're the ones that are utilizing your skill set. You've acquired the skill through college. You've acquired the skill through all sorts of things, on the job trainings, this, that, and the other. but they're now hiring you. They've taken on your skill set because you, right, that's you, are not using the skill set for yourself. You are the one, you and I are the ones that buried our skill set and aren't using it. So what happens? Our skill set is being taken away from us and given to the ones that can handle the load, that know how to put it to work, to produce a profit, to turn over a profit. See how that works? Do you see how the parable and what I'm explaining to you and how to make money ties together? So the question now is, going back to the main question, do you know how to make money? Do you still think you know how to make money? Because I'm sure if you've been listening, your answer probably changed from yes to a no, unless you actually knew how to make money before. But if you thought working a job was the way that you make money, then you were wrong. That's not how you make money. Now, here's the thing. Right, going off from that now, I think we've gotten an understanding of that. But now I'm at the place where it's like, all right, I understand that I did not know how to make money. Now I'm at a place where, hey, I need to learn how to make money. Excuse me. Where I need to learn how to make money now. I know that I possess the skill set of sales, but the problem is that one skill set alone, as I said, taking in a skill set or a group of skill sets together to utilize them to produce a profit. Oftentimes, making money requires multiple skill sets working together to produce profit. One skill set alone is not enough to produce profit for yourself, right? Where it's you and what it is. It's not you working with someone else or you doing, someone hiring you to utilize your skill set. No, it's you utilizing your skill set to produce an income for yourself, right? Not where you're having to cut somebody a piece and blah, blah, blah. No. You utilizing the skill set for yourself. And if needs be, you're compensating others for those, utilizing their skill set on their behalf. But now, the reason why I said all of that is because the skill set and understanding how to use it is the most important thing. We're in a day and age today where you need to know how to produce profit. You and I need to know how to produce income for ourselves. Why? Because yes, you can be working for a company for years. You can be a valuable asset. You can have a valuable skill set that you've acquired for yourself that helps produce money for that company. That company can go down tomorrow, right? That company can downsize and say that your division is no longer needed. That company can say, hey, we don't, we're just letting you go. We have to cut some ties in the company for the company's benefit, and you're one of the people we have to let you go. We're paying you too much. We have to let you go. Can't afford to pay you anymore. What happens to you? Because without the job, your skill set is useless, right? Hence, to him that has, more shall be given, and to him that does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him. Understand, the Bible is true in every sense. And anything that you're going through, I guarantee you, it's in the Bible. It's there. Anyway, what I'm getting to is, what is a skill set that you can learn that does not require anyone else's cooperation, that no one can take away from you, that no one can fire you from, or no one can put a hold on how much you can earn or how much you're able to earn. One of those skill sets that I've come to realize And before I even get into that, let's talk about some of the other ones first. Before I even mention that skill set, stick around till the end. I'll tell you what that skill set is. But before I even get into that, there's so many different things. Being a hairstylist, a cosmetologist, that's a skill set no one can take away from you. People are always going to need that. People always need to be groomed. You know, women need makeup artists. And if they don't need makeup artists, they need makeup. Being able to produce those things is a skill set, right? The art of selling is a skill set. Marketing is a skill set. The ability to hold the attention of people, or to attract the attention of people, is a skill set. Social media is the ability to attract and hold on to the attention of people. That is a skill set, right? Filming is a skill. There's so many things that I can mention that are skill sets that you can use to produce a profit. Now, and those are things that no one can take away from you once you've learned them and learned how to properly apply them, group them together in order to produce a profit for yourself, right? But one thing in particular that I want to emphasize on is the skill set of how to multiply your income and how to invest. More and more people today are being introduced into the trading space, whether it's through Robinhood, whether it's through Coinbase, whether it's through Cash App, all these different apps and stuff. Day trading, investing is no longer a big secret of the rich and wealthy. It's no longer a big secret of the banks or those that are in high places higher up. Now you have people today that are just the regular average Joe can open up an account and start trading. Trading is in my opinion, probably one of the most valuable skill sets that someone can learn, because you don't need a resume. You don't need someone to hire you to do it. How much you can earn is based on how well you understand the skill set, and so many other things. I don't want to over glorify the thing, but it is a valuable skill set, one that I am learning myself, and one that I believe everybody should learn, because the ability to take $1 and to go onto your computer to view the financial markets and understand how to utilize that dollar to turn it into $2 is so valuable, you have no idea. Don't misunderstand the simplicity of $1 to $2. If you know how to turn $1 into $2 by watching the financial markets, knowing when to invest and when to buy and when to sell, you can turn 1,000 into 2, 10,000 into 20, 100,000 into 200,000, and it goes on and on and on from there. What I'm saying to you is this, and it's the same thing that the master said to the servant that had the 1 talent. He said, "You wicked and lazy servant, at least you could have put it in the bank where it could have incurred interest, and I could have gotten a return for my money and gotten some more on top of it. But instead you buried it." What I'm telling you today is that you no longer have to depend on the bank to incur the interest. You can learn the skill set that the bank uses to multiply the same money that you put in there from the job that is utilizing your skill set, and that you are producing far more profit than they are paying you for. You can utilize the skill set and start turning your money, your talent, into more and more and more and more and more, and produce producing an income for yourself. Now, whether or not you go on to look into it is completely up to you. But I would encourage everybody to start learning how to day trade. Not for the reasons of becoming a full-time day trader or anything like that, but if even something to supplement your income, where you can, unlike the wicked and lazy servant, you can take that one talent and turn it into two. So when the master comes back to reap, you can say, hey, I turned the one you gave me into two. How many of you would love to go to your job? You get that paycheck of $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 every 2 weeks, $2,000 every 2 weeks, whatever it is, whether you're making $15 an hour, $12 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever it is that you're making, and turn that into something where now you've taken that $1,500 paycheck and turned it into $3,000 before the end of the month, because you know how to invest and reap a return on your investment, so that you can take care of what you need to take care of. That's the powerful thing about day trading. So without going on into anything any further, that was my car rant, car talk, whatever you want to call it. If you got value from that, just drop the word value down below for me. If you stuck with me till the end, I want to let you know that I appreciate you. I want to let you know that I am thankful for you. I would love for you to hit that like button, because obviously you liked it if you stuck with me till the end. And if you can, hit the subscribe button. It's just right next to the like button. Alright, it's not going to take too much out of you to do that. So if you could, hit that subscribe button for me, and just share this with someone else. Someone else that thinks that they know how to make money, but they're actually just having their talents used by someone else. Share this with them and let them know, so that they can start really learning how to utilize their talents for themselves and produce a profit. And if you're interested in learning about day trading, comment down below. Comment the word trade down below, and I'll send you information on things that I'm doing to learn about day trading, so that you can start learning as well. All right. Hope you guys got value from this again. All the best. Until next time. Peace.